Hiya. Thanks for joining us again this week. I'm joined by Craigie. We've got a party all going on tonight. So just a reminder, I'm Marion. I'm a board member with Thurso Community Development Trust. I'm joined again by Joel Morey, who is the development manager for Thurso. And the rest of the crew I've got with me tonight is Helen Allen, who is the trust chairperson. We've got Andrea, who is our secretary, and Magnus, who is a board member like myself. So this week we kind of wanted to give a further roundup. Loads of stuff's been happening in the background with the trust, and we wanted to deliver to you guys ourselves rather than have a third party with us this week. So yeah, let's just crack on. So Helen's going to give us the community support update for this week. So she's been down in the youth club helping out with the meals and all those sorts of things. So yeah, Helen, can you tell us what's been going on?
Thank you, Marion. Yes, I'll certainly try. Well, this week we've still been busy with calls coming in. We've welcomed a new admin to the team, and I really just can't thank enough all our volunteers. We have got over 150 people. These people are amazing. They're delivering meals, they're getting shopping, they're getting prescriptions, they're walking dogs. Anything that we need, there's a volunteer prepared to do it, and we are very, very grateful, and I can assure you that the community members are exceedingly grateful to these volunteers as well. Our meals continue to be very, very popular, and we're currently putting out meals 5 times a day, and we hit the magic 100 number a couple of times this week. It's quite an exercise getting all these meals cooked and out on time, but again, this amazing team of volunteers are managing to do it. And finally, this week, we started the wellbeing packs. We've kind of dipped our toe in the water, and we've started to put out a few books, some jigsaws and CDs, but this will be developing in later weeks. And I think that Joan's going to give you a bit more information about it, because she's been looking at things for kids and some more craft ideas.
Cool.
So we have got the Thurso colouring in, which I think, Marion, you put on the social media yesterday?
On Monday, they did, yeah.
Yeah, so this was a design that Gina Ramsey, who's an artist from Orkney, designed a couple of years ago. I actually commissioned her when I was in my old job to do it, but Gina very thankfully has enabled it to be available. It's just a black and white print. So it's available to download on the website. You're not going to see it very well from my printout because I haven't started colouring mine in yet. But it's basically a kind of street map of Thurso that's all been done in illustration. There's little bits that you pick up all over the place. It's really detailed. It's really well done. So it's available to download on both A4 and A3. I'm going to say it's a bit better in A3, so I will be going off and printing off a whole pile of A3s, and we'll put them into some strategic locations of shops that you can pick them up. Also doing a bit when I've seen a sneaky glimpse today of a activity pack that's been developed by Life Arts Centre, which is just amazing. So we're hoping to have some of those next week. And we're ordering lots of things like pencils and paints and all sorts of things arriving at the youth club, Sudoku books, crossword books, all sorts of things like that. So we'll be working tomorrow at putting those together in packs, and we'll have a bit more information on them available then. A lot of the wellbeing activity has been supported by some of the funding that we've received and donations. We got a fantastic donation this week of £2,000 from Res, who are one of the wind farm operators in Caithness. In other funding news, we received £4,000 from the Force Wind Farm Fund, that will help to support the people that we've been helping in Caithness West and things like that as well. So that's really what's kind of been going on in that regard. Do you want to ask me about community assistance grants?
Oh yeah, good, well remembered. So we are, because we were lucky enough to receive funding from the Scottish Government, we can now offer assistance for the community, I guess. So Joan, if you tell us a little bit more about that and where people can find the information should they need to apply.
So these are really small grants, realising that people, because we're all having to stay indoors a little bit more, that particularly people that are on a low income, the cost of your energy might have increased. You've got the TV on for longer, maybe well, I don't know, it might snow tomorrow, but in this lovely sunny weather, you might not have the heating on for as long, but that there are increased energy costs. Also, the cost of communicating have got more expensive. You can't go and meet your friend, so you're having to contact them via the internet and online and things like that. So it's just a small grant scheme. It's £25 for individuals or couples, and £40 for families. But that's available. There's a form on our website that you need to fill in completely confidentially, and it's just submitted back through to myself, and then we can pay out on the grants. Again, it is for energy and kind of mobile phone costs or communication costs. Or you can give us a phone to the community support line on 01847 867050, and somebody can help you fill out the form. We can do it with you over the phone. You don't have to have a computer to fill it out. And then we can get that access quite quickly for you.
Perfect. So just to recap of the website address as well, if you are an online user, you can find us at www.thursocdt.co.uk, and the information on the grants and the colouring in competition is on the Love Thurso blog page. There's not that many pages, so I'm sure you'll find it, but that's where it is. And we were just chatting about how we've been so lucky with funding, and that leads us on to chat with Magnus, who is part of our magazine team. So Magnus, you've been part of the team that has been delivering all 5,000 of these to homes in Thurso, Holkirk and Caithness West. So can you tell us a bit about how it's been?
Of course I can. So should probably say thank you very much first of all to our funders, Foundation Scotland and the Response Recovery and Resilience Fund, I'm glad I got that right, for helping us put together this free magazine. This is actually issue 3, despite being a special edition of our Thurso Community Development Trust community magazine that we kind of put out every quarter. So we put it out for free this time with thanks to our funders. It's got loads of really cool stuff on the inside, examples of our amazing community response, advice for working from home, stuff for the kids. It's jam-packed full of lots of cool stuff, particularly including around the Development Trust itself. Over the weekend, more so our amazing volunteers than myself, we managed to deliver, and let me get this right, 3,853 magazines across the whole of Thurso. So we had loads and loads of volunteers, all split up across the different parts of the town, who managed to get these out really quickly. I think in the first half of Saturday, in the pouring rain as well. So hats off to the effort of the volunteers. It was all of them who should get a big round of applause. But the magazine's fantastic, lots of good stuff in it. And I think if Joan messed up the number, the 3 phone numbers in there as well, if anybody's needing extra help. Maybe just worth a wee shout out for the future. As we're putting this magazine together, we always welcome contributions from members of the community as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Magnus. The magazine, as Magnus mentioned, we were able to deliver to the whole of Thurso as best we possibly could on Saturday alone. And since then, we have delivered further to Holkirk and Caithness West. I think when we recounted this afternoon, there was less than 200 left out of the 5,000 that were delivered last Thursday. So less than a week, and we've almost managed to reach as many places as we had planned to. So we'll continue to distribute until there's none left. And you can also download it from our website. If you are living further away, or if you fancy sending it to friends and family who aren't quite here at the minute, you can do that from our website. And you can actually download previous copies as well from the website. So do jump on there and take a look. So last but by no means least, we are joined by Andrea. So as well as being secretary for the Thurso Community Development Trust, Andrea also works for Highland Council. So as we all know, we are hoping that we will progress into phase 1 in the next coming days, and that the recycling centre will open again. Woohoo!
Yay.
So hoping that Andrea's going to be able to tell us a little bit more about that and what we can expect when we do inevitably go and visit the local recycling centre.
Yeah, thank you, Marion. Yeah, first of all, can I just thank everybody for their patience? Obviously, it's been a very trying time for the council, as for everyone else. So the reason we shut the sites was partly because it was classed as non-essential travel, and secondly, because we could not run them in the way that we did previously due to just health and safety and social distancing. So our senior management have been working really hard, and they have got a plan in place. So we are opening on the 1st of June, which is Monday. Am I right? Is that Monday? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to be very different to what you're used to. We're only going to be open Monday to Friday, so we're going to be shut at the weekends. And the hours, I've written these down because I will never remember, they are 9 to 12 in the morning and then 1 to 3:30 in the afternoon. And we can only take 2 items, and that is garden waste and black bags of household waste that cannot be stored in your home. So what that means is garden waste is kind of self-explanatory. That's if you've cut your grass, you can put it in the black bags, take it up to the recycling centre. The actual black bagged waste that you can't store, what that basically means is if you've got excess, just general household day-to-day rubbish that you cannot fit in your bin. We're finding a lot of folk, because they're working from home and the kids are at home, there's a bit extra rubbish that won't fit in your bin. Bag that up and take it up to the recycling centre. What you cannot take is basically everything else. So we don't want electrical items, bulky items, like if you've got a new sofa, anything like that, you will unfortunately be turned away because we do not have the capacity for it. The other thing to bear in mind is the type of vehicle that you're in. We can only allow cars and non-commercial 4x4s at the moment, so no trailers and no vans. Again, if you turn up with those vehicles, you will be turned away from the site. The plan is we will have 2 operatives. One will be inside the site and will direct you to where you have to go. The other one will be, we're expecting queues basically, so we'll have queue management. We can't really tell you what time will be best to turn up because we just don't know how busy it's going to be, but that is something to bear in mind. Bear in mind you may have to queue. A couple of other things to bear in mind. Ideally come by yourself. If you do have to take other people with you, only one person out of the car at a time. Secondly, if you're vulnerable or you're sealed in, we'd prefer if you just didn't come to the site. Stick to the rules, which are that you stay indoors. That's not, it's still classed as somewhere that you shouldn't probably be. If the site is closed, please don't leave rubbish outside it. That's classed as fly tipping. And the other thing we ask people to do, which I don't think will happen in Thurso, but please don't walk to the site with rubbish. It doesn't tend to happen in Thurso because nobody wants to walk with a bag of garden waste to Janetstown. It does happen in Wick, obviously, because it's a slightly different situation. But we don't want people jumping the queue, basically. The sites are cars only. So you will need to queue in a car to get in. The only other thing I would probably add is if you've got symptoms of COVID-19, please make sure all personal waste is double bagged and stored for 72 hours before you take it to the site. And secondly, please don't ask our operatives to help you because they can't. So make sure if you fill your car, make sure that you can lift that waste out of your car by yourself without anyone else helping you, because they can't help and you can't have anyone else out the car helping you as well. And finally, please be respectful and kind to our employees because they are doing a really difficult job in really difficult circumstances, and none of this is their fault. We don't know how long this will be in place for. It's basically it's phase 1 for us as well. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll hopefully introduce different items and different types of vehicles as we go along. Okay, hope that all makes sense.
Yeah, I think that was really useful. Thank you, Andrea. It's certainly a few things I was unaware of, so that'll be great. Thank you very much.
No bother.
And lastly, as always, we record this on a Wednesday evening, so it is the 27th of May. It'll go out on the 28th of May, and as always, we'll encourage you at 8 o'clock to go and show your appreciation for our key workers. I think I said it last week. I mean, we are week 10. I think it's week 10 anyway, into this situation. So these people are working through the night, through the day, all the time to keep us safe and to keep us healthy. So I think it's really important that we just show them our appreciation and just how much they are appreciated by everybody. And we are so thankful for their hard work. So yeah, I've checked on the Facebook page for the Caithness Thursday Night Boogie for key workers, and the vote is still open at the moment. There are 3 songs to choose from, so if you jump on there, you can cast your vote, and it'll be on Caithness FM tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And yeah, we look forward to seeing those of you who are our neighbours then, and we'll also see you virtually on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to. And on our website as well. We'll be keeping the website as fully stocked as we possibly can. So anything you might want to know from us, you hopefully find it on there, and by all means get in touch with us as well. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.